You had 2 sacks against Cincinnati? Or
Yes, sir.
1.5?
1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Jamari got one together, so split it down the middle.
What's that like? I mean, you'd obviously had one earlier in the year, but I mean, that's kind of a breakout sort of game, right?
A breakout, yeah. It was kind of like, I don't know. So I put a lot of work in the off season, so that was just like a relieving moment to finally get have a great game like that. So it was just excitement, thanking God for doing that for me. So yeah, that's what it was like. I was just kind of in the moment, like just thanking God. That's it. It was good though. Just to show my talents, what I can do, what I'm capable of. So yeah.
What's Brian Early like as a coach?
He's like, he want the best out of you. Like if you're not giving your best, he gonna get on you. He's like a technician. He can teach you anything if you don't know. Like he's very detailed, basically. So like say you can do a good job on something, but it's a little something that can make it a great job. That's the type of coach he is. The details.
And who among your teammates are you learning from the most?
I'll probably say like Patrick Paul, Nelson Caesar, Jamari Caldwell. I hang out with him a lot, but yeah, Patrick Paul and Nelson Caesar, they just show me like consistency and like your daily habits, what you do can lead to great things. So just seeing how they carry themselves, that teaches me a lot.
Anthony, I just remember this when I was thinking last year in the bowl. You technically weren't supposed to play, but they got that waiver.
Yeah, they got the waiver from me, yes, sir.
Building off of those games and that, how much did that work? That extra time, all that stuff, kind of help you going into this year.
Playing my freshman year helped me a lot. I got to see like what was needed for me going into the offseason to compete at the college level, going against guys that's 3 years older than me. I've been doing that, but at the college level, everybody's stronger. So that just let me know going into the offseason, like what I need to work on and what to expect next year, even though we was going to play bigger teams in the Big 12 than when I was competing against last year, but it still let me know like what I need to work on.
You probably get this a lot, but you play D-line. You're from Westfield.
Yes, sir. Westfield.
Guys sort of have another guy that's
pipeline, yeah.
Pipeline. But the Ed part of the Westfield, did you know him? Did you
Yeah, me and him.
Around him much? Or
yeah, me and him talked many times. We had a lot of conversations. We worked out together, maybe like 3 or 4 times. We got a good relationship.
And
with my dog.
Coach Meekins, obviously.
Yeah.
And y'all do have a pipeline. Is that part of the tradition, so to speak? You feel like you're having to uphold the tradition? Yeah,
I got to. So I got to, step up and not fill shoes, but, be a part of the great D-line pipeline that we have there. So just step up and do my part. But yeah, it's great having like a little tradition like that. I don't know how it happens, it just happens. You got a good D-lineman every few years, so I'm glad to be a part of it.
You feel like what you guys have, I guess defensive line wise, big improvements since the beginning of the year? You feel like you guys are still finding your way, or do you feel like, maybe let's just you personally, where's that development this year? Is it where you wanted to be, or do you feel like you've still got some things that you need to grow into?
Yeah, I definitely got some things I need to work on, but this year has been kind of like, I don't know. It's been good and not bad, but it's just been different because we've been playing like a whole bunch of different defenses, so I've been having to adjust to different things. So this year has been good though, because I get to show my versatility like on the D-line. Like last game I played nose, in, 3-tech. I played dang near the whole type of D-line you could play. So this year has just been, I guess I could take it as a learning experience again. But I wanted to have like a breakout year this year, but it's all right. I always got next year, but I had a good year so far. So
is that by design in terms of how they've used you, or you maybe getting a look and see, hey, where does this guy ultimately fit in, or do you just think it's been matchups and teams and
yeah,
part of the job moving around?
Just part of the job, just matchups for us to giving us the best chance to beat the other team or stop the other team offense. So wherever they needed me, that's why I stepped in.
You joked earlier about the 1.5 sack, but I was just catching up on your bio. Whether it's high school or not, 21 sacks as a
Oh,
senior.
yeah.
21's a lot of sacks.
So that's what I'm saying. Coming off of the stuff like that, you know, your confidence is very high. So you just got to work hard and to be able to show those type of talents at this level.
Is that an adjustment though to go when you're high school and you're sort of dominating the competition?
Yeah.
And then you just become another guy at the beginning in college, and you sort of have to
Work
build
hard,
and work into being who you want to be.
Yeah, that's definitely a big adjustment. So just have to keep working, keep trusting in God, and it'll show one day.
What position did your dad play?
He played quarterback. And quarterback in high school, and then when he got to college, he was so athletic, so they moved him around from running back to linebacker. So.
You ever talk about the irony of your job is to
sack him? Yeah, yeah, I do. But he told me I wouldn't sack him, so I was like, I guess I don't want to argue with him.
Are you
Let him have
that
it.
argument, or you think?
I think I'll get him, but I don't want to argue with him. Just let him have it.
What about, since we hadn't had a chance to talk to you, just you in general? I mean, that we asked Jonah and Demetrius about just on the side. I mean, you got it says you like to dance, and you're a big movie guy.
Yeah.
Is that sort of that how you, when you do have free time? What you do,
Yeah, I watch a lot of movies. I really haven't had a lot of time to go do things that I used to do, like with my dad, because it's always during like football season, which is like hunting and fishing. So I haven't had a chance to go do none of that, because deer season is always during like the playoffs in high school or times like right now, Thanksgiving. So I never got to do that, but my hobbies right now is probably watching movies, playing the game, just having fun with my teammates and stuff like that.
Speaking of the D-line, you've had some transition years where you guys lost, you had Derek last year, you had D'Anthony. In terms of 24 and people come back, besides yourself, is there anyone who do you think is going to take that next step on the line, or somebody coming back
That's going to be
to watch out for?
really a lot of people, but I'll probably say Justin Benton, he's a freshman, and Jamari Caldwell's supposed to be coming back too. So those two guys, I don't really want to forget anybody, but yeah, we got a lot coming back that y'all haven't seen, but we're just gonna have to see. And then myself as well. So
I mean, just looking at y'all got a lot of guys that are out. Hakeem.
Hakeem.
And Zai.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot about Zai. Yeah.
So I mean,
Zai Strong, of course. Yeah.
It doesn't seem like there's going to be as big a losses as last year. David was here for the 1 year and the week on, but y'all have had
most people
turnover because of
step in.
graduation and stuff.
Yeah.
Seems like the line is in good shape.
Yeah, we're in good shape, yes, sir. Just add some more people. Another one is Torrin Coppage. Yeah, he's going to be nice. So. And Lawrence Garfield. We got a lot of guys coming back, so it's just put in the work, trust in God, y'all see.
You learned a lot earlier about Sac Ave?
Yes, sir. Yeah, when I came last year, they was racking them up. I'm like, whoa. So, yeah, just got to step in and do my part.
Has Coach Bauer been, everybody talks about the influence that he has, and how has that helped you?
Helped me.
In terms of getting your strength? And
really my mindset and my development. Like the way he put us through hard workouts and stuff, and once I get through it, just let me know, like, you can do anything if you put your mind through it, if you work hard, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this my mindset. I feel like he worked on me a lot, and my strength as well, and speed and all that. But the biggest thing I think he did for me was my mindset, like, for me to make it through those type of workouts and see, like, that I can do it. And then, like, over the years, like last summer, it was easier than it was my first summer. So I'm like, yeah, I can definitely see my development from Coach Bauer, so, yeah.
At your weight, is that where you'd like to be for that position, or do you feel like you can fluctuate a little bit in terms of how they want to use you?
Yeah, I feel like I can fluctuate. I think any weight I'll be at, I'll be good, but I'd rather be like 285 just so I can balance out. Right. But I think they want me a little heavier, but I got to get stronger and faster. So if I'm going to be 295, I need to be able to move like I'm 275, you feel me? So just me working on myself. My weight really don't matter, but yeah. As long as I'm moving well with it, so.
Well, Coach Shorts was telling us that you your family didn't know that you got into the game. And then there you are on that touchdown catch. What was that moment like for you?
It was a crazy moment, one of the greatest experiences in my life, to have my family there and knowing that we practiced that play all week. So having my family there to see that, and I kind of really just knew I was going to beat this high safety and win and score. So it was just a special moment to see it come true in reality.
You can look at him.
Oh, okay.
You just went straight-
Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
Okay,
just straight.
okay.
I was laughing at him. You got it. No, but you
All
got
right,
the
dig
score
back,
in there,
yeah.
so
All
just-
right.
yeah.
Bet.
You made a pretty good catch on that ball, though, too, huh?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was hard inside, so I broke the post skinny. I didn't know how Donnie was going to throw it, so I broke it skinny at first. Then I seen he took me inside where it was open field, so I just had to make the adjustment to go get the ball inside. Once I got it there, it was just off to the races.
Jonah, what's your first year been like? You know, maybe not even so much the games that you got in, just the season.
It's been a lot of ups and downs because I feel like I could have really helped my team out a lot this year, but I've been dealing with a lot of tendonitis. You know, I'm still growing, so just having to sit back, you know, and just watching those older guys and see how they play and how they handle themselves, just taking notes from them and little key things I could take from them just to improve my game and my lifestyle or whatever. So it's just been it's been one crazy good experience. All the good and bad, the ups and downs have been great.
So it's literally been growing pains?
Yes, sir.
Since you've been here, have you shot up even more?
Yes, sir. Yes, I have grown a little bit. Yes, sir. But it's not. I'm supposed to be getting a lot bigger. So, just excited to see what's gonna happen when that happens.
Is that an adjustment as an athlete when you're having these growth spurts and you're not quite sure? Okay, maybe I got a little bit more, and you know you're just having to deal with it and how it affects how you play.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it does change your game a whole lot because you can't do everything that you'll be able to do if you're fully 100%. So you just have to learn how to deal with that injury and play through it. You know, I take ibuprofen or whatever that can help me not to feel the pain as much so I can play as high as I could play, but I know I can do a lot more than what I've been doing. But, you know, I've been doing pretty good dealing with the pain and playing on it.
Who have you learned from most in the receiver room?
Everybody has really been, that whole receiver core, I love this receiver core. Everybody has played a big role in molding me and shaping me to the player I am today. So, but I have to probably go with Matthew Golden. You know, I stay close to him all the time. You know, that's my brother. He's one of the big reasons why I'm here. And, so I just stay with him all the time, you know what I'm saying? Just try to pick his brain and, you feel me, take notes from him just to help me out.
I remember talking to the coaching staff in the summer when you guys were just getting into your first camp, and they mentioned either you or Mikhail was, you know, they were thinking about, you know, Matt was a big reason, but also Tank. When you see what they've done with receivers, was that a kind of a huge lure?
Yes, sir, absolutely. Being that Tank got into the third round, you know, that was a big eye opener. Like, it lets you know that you can do it from anywhere, and it doesn't matter where you are as long as you put the film out there. They're gonna come find you. So that did play a big role.
What about Coach Shorts? What has he done to help you and make you a better player?
Everything. We have a different type of relationship, a different type of bond. So, you know I can go to him about anything. He talked to me like the longest, like every day in my recruiting process in high school. He talked to me every single day. So he's definitely helped me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just brush my skills up and make sure my mental. He cares about me off the field just as much as he does on the field. So it's great having him be there on my side.
I was going to ask you, when you talk to someone that much, I'm sure a majority of it isn't about football, just because how much can you talk? I mean, is that sort of the personal touch that separated what he was offering as a recruiter versus, you know, somewhere else, just because you could get on a deeper level?
Yes, sir, absolutely. You know, it's not it is about football, but it's not always about football. It's about, you know what I'm saying, what's going to happen after and who can help you after and all those things. So, yeah, he did play a big role in that, and I trust him, you feel me, with all my heart. So I know he won't tell me anything wrong, put me in the wrong position or anything. So
Since this is the first time we've talked to you, when you look back at the recruiting, you, McHale, Parker, you guys were the first three that were four or higher to come in the same class. Did you guys talk much during the process, or were you and McHale, constantly communicating about what you guys wanted to come here and accomplish, that kind of stuff?
We didn't talk about it a lot, but we did have conversations about it, you know what I'm saying? Just sticking it out. Hopefully we're all going to get here together. So just seeing that we all made it here together was a beautiful thing to see, because we all just it helps us out in the future. You know what I'm saying? The future is very bright here. We're a very young team. So by us three being here, we can help this team out a lot.
Couple more?
From you personally, since we don't know a lot, just can you kind of sum up, I know this is a real vague list, but just you as a person, you got anything on the side that you do, any hidden talents, anything that you focus on? It's, everybody sometimes says it's all football. Are you all football, or is there something?
Since I've gotten to college, this college life, just the lifestyle, going from high school to college, that was a big change. So it's been all college since I've gotten here. I can't even lie. It's been straight football. Since the day I stepped on campus till today, it's been straight. I don't even have time to go home and go to bed and wake up, come back, do my job the next day. It's all football. But my hidden talent, I do have a lot of hidden talents. I'm good at everything, all around athlete. I can play basketball and all that stuff, but yeah, it's really football.
Is there anything behind the fear?
I just, look at it and just keep me closer to God, closer to Christ, you know what I'm saying? Just remind myself, let your faith be bigger than your fear. Just a reminder.
And being local, you could have, you could have gone, you could have booked your ticket to a lot of places. Was there something about home that stood out, other than the relationship that Coach Shorts had formed with you?
It was just love at first sight. This was the first college I've ever visited, so just being here and it's home, I just always just picture myself just playing here in front of my hometown and that fan base. It just kind of always stuck to me. They always had their little own place in my heart. So I was like, yeah, that's where I want to be.
So before recruiting, would you on a Saturday just catch a game type deal, or was the first time you stepped foot on your visit?
It wasn't on my visit necessarily, but I was up here on the unofficial with a couple of my high school teammates. So they brought me in. They treated me like family and just showed me that they really wanted me. So I was like, this is a place I can definitely see myself playing at, and I want to be here.
I mean, Decaney has sent a lot of guys.
The history, yeah.
Is that sort of, maybe 6 years ago they did the Ed Oliver, they had the H-Town takeover. When you look at those talent in this area, y'all are in the Big 12. Is there a reason kids don't have to go anywhere else?
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like if we got more recruits that more hometown kids, it'll bring a lot of fans out, and a lot of the city will be behind us more than they already are. Not saying they aren't, but they'll be behind us more than they already are, because it's a different feeling playing home. So I feel like if we got more hometown kids to come here, it'll be better for the program.
Did your mom tell you anything after that touchdown?
The crazy thing is, she didn't even know I was in the game. They didn't know that was me. They thought it was Sam Brown, actually. So, it was crazy. She was telling me she was proud of me. My brother told me she started crying up there, so that was a great thing to hear. And seeing her after the game, her smile, it just made me happy that I can put that smile on her face.
You had you were dealing with all the injury, the tendonitis and stuff. So, it was probably going to be 4 games regardless for you, but was it sort of week to week figuring out, hey, when are you going to play? Because you got in Baylor, right?
Yes, sir.
It's been a lot of late in the season. Is that sort of the tough part to sort of wait?
Yes, sir, because with this, it was kind of tricky. It was tendonitis, but I had like a slight tear in my patella tendon. So it was something a little bit more severe than just the regular tendonitis. So it'd be like, it's just how I was feeling going into that week, or how I look at practice or something like that.
Was your first game Baylor?
Nah, my first game was Kansas State. They threw me a little toss in Kansas State.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, I know it's hard to enjoy that moment just because the way that game was going, but did you have a first-time freshman moment?
Yeah, I did. I definitely did. I didn't go anywhere on the toss, but it was great. It was just a great experience to get the ball in the game, just that feeling again. You feel me? Getting tackled. It all felt great. I love that moment.
Let's get the fun stuff out of the way. I accidentally, in yesterday's press conference, referred to you as Pancake, and I was told you are no longer called Pancake. Can you just tell us about that? First, the origination. It makes sense, O-lineman, but so are you no longer Pancake?
Well, like I said, it started off in high school, just a big thing. When I was originally committed to Oklahoma, when I was, doing really well, and, just pancaking people. I used to be real nasty with the blocks. That's just my nature. I'm a very, aggressive player, So regarding that statement about me not being pancake, that's my head coach. I was just excited to play my first ever start. So, I do feel like one call doesn't define me. I still feel like I'm, a pretty good player. It's just my aggressiveness got the best of me. It's all good at the end of the day. My name, Demetrius, Pancake, all of it is still me. Everything, all those names still define who I am. Because, Demetrius is my name. That is my birth-given name. So, either way it go, man, as long as I'm on the field, man, I'm happy. I'm not worried about anything else.
And I'll seriously let you get in there, your first start. They said they chose you on Thursday. What was it like that, you've been here for 2 years now, and you've learned a lot, and you kind of waited your turn, but to get that moment in there, what was it like to start on Saturday?
It just brought me back to my first ever start in high school. It was like a full circle moment because the same kind of thing happened. Had an older guy in front of me that couldn't play, and they gave me opportunity just like this time in college. And I believe it was Jack started practicing Wednesdays, Thursdays, so he didn't know if he was gonna play or not. I was just prepared, really not expecting to play. But I think it was more of Friday when they told me that I was going to end up getting a start. And then, once I got that, then, I really had to bump up my mindset even another level because, I hadn't started the game since high school, which has been 2 years. So it was just a big transition for my mindset to get going as a starter, because I had a lot of responsibility on my plate.
What do you mean change your mindset? What's different from coming off the bench to starting?
I feel like me changing my mindset to be more of a leadership role for the O-line because, off the bench, I'm still a center at the end of the day. I still have an opportunity to get in the game, but, when you a starter, I feel like you just a higher standard you should hold yourself to. Being a starter, like you said, you got to be that guy, Second string guys also have to be ready, be willing to step up. But when you already in that role at that point, it's you got to have that mindset to be, like I said, a leader. So that was just my biggest thing. I was always ready to play. I just had to switch my mind more leadership role than, just being backup. You know what I'm saying?
Your position is probably the most demanding on the field because your hands on the ball literally every play. You look for things, linemen, what defenses are doing. What did you learn from when you got here to now that sort of has helped you grow into that role? Because, freshmen usually don't go into it, and, you sort of had to wait behind Jack and veterans. But did you use that time to really learn a lot, in that position?
Yeah, man. Freshman year, man, like I said, it was like a growing pain for me. We had a different O-line staff, and it was just a lot of calls that I wasn't used to in high school. We just rolled with everything. I just could be a dog and just, block people and just pancake people all the time. So, it was a big transition of basically telling the guy from the next side, from each side of me what to do, and basically just running the show. Center is a very demanding position. You have to know how to run the show, and you have to know how to be on point at all times because at certain times, a lot of times, you might have a guard or a tackle that don't know the play or might need help with something. So I got to know what they're doing as well as know what I'm doing, making the right calls, and also the most important thing is getting a snap to the quarterback. And in the beginning of the season, I was struggling with my snaps because last year I wasn't allowed to dead ball snap, and that was my biggest thing. That's what I did in high school, so I had to transition to snapping a different way. And then this year I finally got to get back in the groove of what I'm more comfortable with doing. And once I got in the groove of that, man, like I said, like the games that I've got in, I've had great snaps. So like, I just thank God about that one because, you know, that was a big thing in my mind. You know, I just to make sure when I get in this game, these snaps got to be on point. And that's what's been happening.
What weight are you playing at right now?
Well, right now, I'm about 308 right now. Okay. 308. I fluctuate between 304 to like 308. Sometimes I could be a little heavier, 310, but I'm in that area, yeah.
Is that a big difference from when you got here?
When I got here, shoot, I was 318, so I got here pretty big out of high school. I got down, and then my first year, I lost a lot of weight. Well, I got too light, and then I could notice in my game I wasn't moving things how I used to. You know, I'm not used to playing light. That's not my style of play. I'm not really a finesse type of O-lineman. I'm more of a, you know, bully. I like playing bully ball, so like I gotta have some weight up under me to go against bigger guys and, you know, sustaining the double team. So I think this is a good playing weight for me.
What did you learn from Jack? Is there, you know, in terms of just when he was here, I think it was a year before he got here, he had this guy named Cody Russi, who was really big in helping him transition to following you as a starter. Is there anything that stands out just working behind him the last couple of years?
Yeah, Jack, man, he's an older guy. He's very seasoned. You know, being a center, it's a great thing to have, a lot of experience. So just seeing him, you know, getting to the line and just like watching him just be comfortable in that position, I've learned a lot from him, his demeanor. I've learned how he, you know, controls the line of scrimmage, controls the O-line. And yeah, he's just a verbal leader. Like I said, he does what he's supposed to do. So, you know, he's a guy that does it by the code. So I just learned from him, you know, just in his everyday actions.
What has it been like switching position coaches? You had 1 year with Brandon Jones, and now you've been with Nagabi for 8 or 9, 10 months.
Yeah, so it's been a little bit of a transition. The calls of definitely are like different. You know, with Jones, you had a little bit more. You had to call more of the play side doubles, backside doubles, linebackers. Like I still mic the linebackers and all that and call my play side double, but I feel like the way Coach Nagabi runs it is it's more of a player friendly. You know, O-line. Yeah, it's like everybody kind of makes calls. You know what I'm saying? So. That's just the difference. That's the only thing. Both of them are great coaches. I thank Coach Brandon Jones for, you know, helping me get to where I am. You know, he's just a guy that just makes you tough and makes you, you know, just tough in my opinion, man. He's a great coach. And I thank Coach Nagabi because, you know, I really feel like he's helped slow the game down for me. Because last year, I kind of made stuff kind of feel overcomplicated. Like I said, I was a freshman. All those calls, you got to make it in a certain amount of time. You know, it's all about operation time and, you know, getting the ball off. And I would say Coach Nagabi helped me slow that down a little bit, make me simplify things so I won't be rushing before the play, you know, just make a call and roll with it.
How has he made that simpler? What's that look like?
Yeah, I would say, like, just the way he make, like, our calls, like, it'll be simple things. Like, you know, I'll just call the front, call my double and mic it, and that would really be it. Like, only time stuff would change if like the picture changes and I gotta, you know, change the protection or something like that. But oftentimes the quarterbacks helps us with that too. So like, it's not all on me at the end of the day. Like the responsibility is not all on me. Like I said, he just don't want me to overcomplicate things. He just want me to make the calls. And a good thing that I'm glad I had this past Saturday, I had a whole bunch of 5th year and 6th year guys right next to me. So I really didn't have any struggles at all. Like they really knew what to do. So I didn't really have to say too much. That's all I got to say. Yeah.
And forgive me if I know this. You got in some games last year, right? Did you get?
No, I didn't get in any game. Yeah, this year. Sam Houston of this year was my first ever game getting in. So Sam Houston, and I did the whole 4th quarter of K-State, and then that was my 3rd game that I just played versus Oklahoma State. That was my first ever game starting, but 3rd ever college game playing.
That Sam Houston game. Imagine at that point you're on the sideline. and they give you the go-ahead. Do you remember what you were feeling like going into that game when you knew you were going to get your first college snaps?
Yeah, I just feel like just the preparation, all the time that I've been here, I just didn't feel like I was nervous. Like, I felt like I prepared so much and put so much work in the last 2 years, and I feel like I did all the stressing in my mind. I didn't got it out the way. All of the stressing and you know, just the uncertainty of what would be me getting the game and stuff, a college game. You know how just coming from high school, you want to know what that transition is. Like, what's the level of, you know, how good are the people going to be? Like, is it going to be really hard for me, or am I going to be natural at it? So, you know, I just went in there just not thinking about anything but, you know, playing football, and I just had fun. And like that first play I got in, we threw a touchdown. Like the first play I got in, twist pickup across the middle, and we scored a touchdown, man. So it was a great first college snap, in my opinion.
You mentioned about playing bully ball. Do you get many one-on-ones in practice with Chidozie at all? Or, the reason I bring that up because he likes to go by, he's a block bully. That's his saying. I can't imagine, just in terms of what he offers at that nose position, do you see him much?
Oh yeah, I go against Chidozie a lot. Me being with the twos, a lot of times the inside runner, we'll go against the 1D line. So I go against Chidozie a lot ever since I've been here. I will say when I first got here, yeah, he gave me some trouble, man. Like, he's just, you know, so low center to gravity, and he's very strong. So you have to really get up under Chidozie. If not, it's going to be a long day. But, you know, since I've been here, I think I've gotten better with going against him. He makes me better. I make him better. So, yeah, he's a great competition every day at practice.
Does your family come to most games?
Yeah, they go to pretty much everyone. Actually, they come to Orlando, too, so spend Thanksgiving and all that with me. But, yeah, they pretty much come to every game last year and this year. Even when I wasn't playing last year, they came to every game. So.
Did you call them Friday and tell them, hey, I'm getting this start?
Yeah, I called them, and, you know, they was just excited, like almost in tears, like, and because it's like a big thing, you watch me growing up, and then, you know how big this meant for me to come play college football, and they was with me every step of the way. So, you know, once I see this full circle moment, and I got to have my brother and sister there as well, it was just a great moment. Like, it was a great family moment that I'll never forget.
You're 2 years in now. You think about your recruitment and the changes that happen and your decisions. How do you look back on it? You know, because you were committed to somewhere else and you changed, I think, pretty late, right? You're in the Big 12. And I don't know if at that point the U of H was like right there on they had just accepted or were about to. But what's that been like for you 2 years later on that decision, reflecting on it?
Yeah, I'll say, like, when everything happened, it happened so fast. You know, Link Riley and them ended up leaving the last minute, right? It was like 2 weeks before signing day. So I was already, fully in. But, I really just decommitted from that situation because it was really a lot of uncertainty. And I just wanted to make sure I wasn't putting myself on a hold, because I didn't really know the head coach, didn't get an opportunity to talk to him. And Houston, when I was talking to Houston, they showed a lot of love. I just went for flashbacks and all that. And when Coach Hogan and them came to my house and to my mom's shop and all that, and they showed a lot of love. And as soon as I decommitted, they was like the first people to hit me up, and it was like, come on to Houston, come take a official visit. Because mind you, when I was committed to Oklahoma, that was the only visits I ever took. Oklahoma I only took an official visit and unofficial visit at Oklahoma. I didn't take any other visits out of all my offers. That's the only one I went to. And when I decommitted, I took a visit to Mizzou and Houston. So, ironically as that is, Coach Jones is at Mizzou now, so, that's crazy, but I'm happy for him. And Houston just stood out to me because, they had a 12-2 year. It was a big, Houston was live at that time, 12-2. And, we was transitioning to the Big 12, so, I was already about to go to the Big 12, so why not still stay in the same conference?
Who are the guys who are going to be back next year on the line? Who's going to have the biggest impact outside of yourself?
I mean, I would definitely say Tyler Johnson, because this gonna be his third year starting here. His body presence is just good, because he's just so big. he makes a lot of stuff easier for me because, you know, even in the pass protection, you know, his presence, I don't really have to do as much as I would have to do with other guys. Other guys, I would say, we got like a lot of younger guys that's gonna make some big splashes as well. I feel like Tevin Shaw gonna be doing great as well. You know, he just getting a little more time to get a little reps up under him and stuff. He's gonna be doing pretty good. Caden Bowie, another guy's gonna be doing pretty good next year. It's just a whole bunch of guys, man, that I feel like got a lot of, you know, talent.